Have you ever stopped to think that your kidneys could be silently suffering for years before they send out their first distress signal? This isn't an exaggeration. Doctors confirm that chronic kidney disease often develops unnoticed, and many people only find out about it when it's already too late. But what if I told you that protecting this vital organ could cost you mere pennies? Today, we're going to unlock the secrets of 5 surprisingly affordable foods that can cleanse your kidneys, flush out harmful excess salt, and protect them better than many expensive pharmacy supplements. Make sure you watch this video until the very end. You won't just learn a list of foods. You'll understand the actual mechanism behind how they work. I promise afterward, you'll look at your own refrigerator completely differently. Do you agree that the best medicine is often found in the food we eat? Before we get to our list of kidney savers, let's take a moment to understand who our main enemy is, and its name is excess salt. We're used to hearing the phrase, "Salt is the white death," but few of us truly grasp its meaning. Picture your kidneys as a high-tech, sophisticated filter that cleanses your blood 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When too much sodium from salt enters your system, your kidneys have to work in absolute overdrive just to eliminate it. To do this, they need water. If there isn't enough water available, the body begins to retain it, simply to dilute the salt concentration. This is where swelling and high blood pressure come from, because the volume of circulating blood increases, placing a huge strain on your heart and blood vessels. This constant stress wears down that delicate kidney filter. Its tiny structures, called nephrons, become damaged, and eventually they simply stop being able to do their job properly. Therefore, our main goal is not just to reduce our salt intake, but also to help the body effectively get rid of the excess it already has. So our first hero ingredient, something you'll definitely find in any kitchen, is the humble lemon. We usually toss it in tea when we have a cold, but its true potential goes far beyond that. The lemon is a powerhouse, a true champion when it comes to containing high levels of citric acid, or as we know it scientifically, citrate. This substance, citrate, is the arch-nemesis of the most common type of kidney stone, the calcium oxalate stone. How exactly does this mechanism work? Imagine tiny calcium oxalate crystals starting to form in your kidneys. They're like microscopic, sharp grains of sand. Over time, these bind together, eventually forming the stones that can cause truly excruciating pain. Now, the citrate you get from drinking lemon water does 2 incredibly smart things. First, it immediately binds with calcium in your urine, creating a soluble compound. This stops the calcium from ever linking up with the oxalates in the first place. Second, it actually coats any existing crystals, preventing them from growing larger or sticking together into a solid mass. So, contrary to what many believe, lemon doesn't crush existing stones. Instead, it proactively prevents them from forming at the earliest molecular stage. This makes it a powerful and completely natural preventative measure. Now let's explore how to properly harness the power of the lemon. The simplest and most effective method is, of course, lemon water. But even this simple remedy has its nuances. Forget the popular myth of the tiny lemon slice floating in a huge mug of boiling water. To achieve a true therapeutic effect, you need an adequate concentration of citrate. The ideal recipe is straightforward. Squeeze the juice of half a medium lemon into a glass of warm, but not hot, water. Why lukewarm? Hot water destroys some of the vital vitamin C and other beneficial enzymes. Conversely, ice-cold water is less efficiently absorbed by the body. It's best to drink this first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, about 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast. This not only initiates the kidney protection process, but also gently awakens your entire digestive system. Crucially, always drink your lemon water through a straw. This protects your tooth enamel from the acid exposure, and afterwards it's wise to rinse your mouth thoroughly with plain water. Don't turn this into a fanatical habit or start drinking liters of pure lemon juice. As with everything, moderation is key. There are tons of myths surrounding lemon water, and one of the most persistent is the idea of super detoxification. Many people believe lemon water can magically flush out some mythical waste and toxins from every cell in the body. Let's be honest, the primary detoxification work in our body is handled by the liver and those very kidneys we are trying to assist. Lemon water doesn't clean the liver directly, but it does create favorable conditions for it to function efficiently. It stimulates bile production, which aids digestion, and, as we've already established, it significantly reduces the burden on the kidneys, helping them perform their filtering function more effectively. In other words, the real benefit of lemon water isn't in magically banishing toxins, but in providing concrete, measurable biochemical support to our internal organs. Instead of chasing after myths, it's better to focus on the tangible advantages, preventing stones, improving hydration, and gently stimulating digestion. That's quite a lot of benefit for such a simple and accessible product. Beyond its well-known role in preventing kidney stones, lemon offers several other valuable benefits for overall kidney health. It is a fantastic source of potassium, a mineral essential for helping the body balance sodium levels. Think of it like a physiological seesaw. When your potassium intake increases, your body naturally works harder to flush out sodium, along with any extra fluid. This mechanism helps lower blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for developing chronic kidney disease. Furthermore, the powerful antioxidants found in lemons, particularly vitamin C, actively fight off free radicals and reduce overall oxidative stress in the body. Because the kidneys have extremely intense blood flow and high metabolic activity, they are particularly vulnerable to this type of stress. So, when you add lemon to your diet, you aren't just drinking sour water. You are providing your kidneys with comprehensive support, a chemical defense against stones, mineral support for electrolyte balance, and an antioxidant shield against cellular damage. You have to agree. That's an impressive resume for such a humble fruit. Let's move on to the second item on our list. This is a simple green that many unfairly dismiss as merely a garnish. I'm talking about parsley. This humble herb is actually one of nature's most powerful natural diuretics, that is, water pills. Its ability to flush excess fluid and salt from the body has been known in traditional medicine for centuries, and today, that benefit is backed by modern scientific research. Parsley's secret lies in its unique volatile oils, specifically compounds called apiol and myristicin. These components stimulate kidney activity, increasing the rate at which blood is filtered and urine is produced. Imagine gently washing your kidneys, helping them effectively shed accumulated excess sodium, urea, and other metabolic waste products. Unlike many synthetic diuretic drugs, which can deplete the body of vital minerals like potassium, parsley works much more gently. Crucially, parsley itself is a good source of this essential mineral, helping you maintain balance and avoid depletion. How exactly should you use parsley to get the maximum health benefits? Of course, adding fresh herbs to your salads is great, but when aiming for targeted kidney support, a parsley tea or infusion works best. Making it is incredibly simple. Take a good bunch of fresh parsley, rinse it thoroughly, chop it finely, and pour 1 liter of clean water over it. Bring this mixture to a boil and let it simmer on low heat for about 10 minutes. Then remove it from the heat, allow it to steep for another 20 to 30 minutes, and strain the liquid. You can drink the resulting infusion throughout the day, 1 glass at a time. It has a pleasant, grassy flavor. For a little variation, you can add a touch of lemon juice. It's important to remember that parsley tea is a relatively potent remedy. It is not recommended for pregnant women, as it can stimulate uterine contractions, nor should it be used by individuals who have already been diagnosed with acute kidney conditions. Before starting any regular regimen, it is always best to consult with your doctor. Beyond its strong diuretic effects, parsley is a true treasure trove of vitamins and minerals. These nutrients offer indirect, yet highly effective support for the entire urinary system. Parsley is one of the highest sources of vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a crucial role in regulating calcium levels throughout the body. Proper calcium metabolism is essential for preventing dangerous mineral deposits, not just in blood vessels, but crucially in the kidneys as well. Parsley is also loaded with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that works to protect kidney cells from damage. Furthermore, its high vitamin A content helps maintain the health of the mucous membranes lining the urinary tract, making them more resilient against infection. By incorporating parsley into your diet, you achieve a comprehensive impact. You get the mechanical flushing action of its diuretic effect, combined with internal strengthening and protection, thanks to its rich vitamin and mineral profile. It's a perfect example of how one simple food can work simultaneously on multiple levels for optimum health. Let's also look at how parsley stacks up against other popular green herbs. For instance, dill also has a mild diuretic effect, but its potency is nowhere near that of parsley. Cilantro, on the other hand, is primarily renowned for its heavy metal detoxification properties, but parsley specifically targets water and electrolyte balance. Here's an interesting fact. For therapeutic purposes, you can utilize not just the leaves, but the roots of parsley as well. A decoction made from the roots is considered even more concentrated and highly effective for stimulating kidney function. It's prepared similarly to the leaf tea, but you must thoroughly clean and finely chop the roots beforehand. It's also worth noting that regularly consuming parsley helps lower uric acid levels in the blood. This not only aids in preventing general kidney issues, but also guards against the discomfort of a condition like gout. So, the next time you see a fresh bunch of parsley at the market, remember this. You're not just picking up a garnish. You're grabbing a powerful green doctor for your kidneys. Our third superfood is the vibrant, tart northern berry, the cranberry. Its reputation as a powerful defender of the urinary system is so widespread that cranberry extracts are now found in countless dietary supplements and even some pharmaceutical drugs. But why pay a premium when you can harness the power of nature itself? The cranberry's main secret doesn't lie in its diuretic effect, like parsley, but in its unique ability to combat infections. The kidneys are closely connected to the bladder and the rest of the urinary tract. Any infection that starts downstairs can easily travel upstairs, potentially causing a serious kidney inflammation called pyelonephritis. This is a very dangerous condition that can lead to irreversible damage to kidney tissue. This is where the cranberry steps in, acting as a valiant guardian that prevents the enemies, the bacteria, from even approaching the walls of the fortress. It contains special compounds called A-type proanthocyanidins, which possess an incredible property. Let's take a closer look at exactly how these proanthocyanidins work. Picture the wall of the urinary bladder and a bacterium, specifically E. coli, which is the most common culprit behind cystitis or UTIs. This bacteria has tiny specialized hooks, or appendages it uses to latch onto the mucosal lining. Once attached, it anchors itself, begins multiplying, and causes inflammation. When proanthocyanidins from cranberries reach the urinary tract, they effectively neutralize these hooks. They coat the surface of the bacteria in a slick layer that physically prevents them from adhering to the walls of the bladder. As a result, the bacteria cannot hold their grip and are simply flushed out by the flow of urine before they can cause any damage. This is an incredibly elegant and intelligent defense mechanism. Crucially, it doesn't kill the bacteria like antibiotics do, so it doesn't contribute to antibiotic resistance. It simply denies the bacteria the opportunity to begin their destructive activity. Regular consumption of cranberries helps maintain a hostile environment within the urinary system, preventing the multiplication of pathogenic flora. What is the best way to consume cranberries for optimal kidney health? There are some important nuances to consider. The most popular choice is cranberry juice, but you need to be very careful with store-bought juices and nectars. Most commercial brands are loaded with sugar, which completely negates any potential health benefits and puts unnecessary strain on your body. The ideal option is freshly squeezed cranberry juice diluted with water, or a homemade cranberry beverage prepared without any added sugar. Frozen berries are also a fantastic choice. Freezing them barely affects their proanthocyanidin content. You can simply thaw a handful of berries, mash them gently with a spoon, and mix them with warm water. This makes a wonderfully healthy and simple drink. Dried cranberries are another good option, but once again, make sure they haven't been treated with sugary syrup. Unfortunately, cranberry jam or preserves lose most of their therapeutic properties due to the high heat processing and the massive amount of sugar typically added. So, always choose the most natural and unprocessed forms of this wonderful berry. To sum up the role of cranberries, it's crucial to understand their primary function. They don't directly clean the kidneys or flush out salts as vigorously as, say, parsley does. Their true mission is prevention and protection. A healthy urinary tract is key to healthy kidneys. By preventing conditions like cystitis and urethritis, cranberries drastically reduce the risk of ascending infections, the kind that can cause serious damage to the kidneys. This is especially vital for women who, due to anatomical factors, are naturally more susceptible to urinary tract infections. That's why cranberries aren't a cleanup crew. They are more like the bodyguards for your kidneys. They stand guard, blocking infectious agents from entering. Incorporating cranberry juice or fresh berries into your diet a few times a week is a simple, delicious, and highly effective way to mitigate risks and keep your entire urinary system healthy and functioning smoothly. Think of it as an affordable investment in the long-term health of your kidneys. The fourth item on our list might seem incredibly simple, even commonplace, but please don't underestimate its power. We're talking about simple, common white cabbage. Why is this particular vegetable so crucial for kidney health, especially for those already managing renal issues? Its greatest advantage lies in its unique nutritional balance. First off, cabbage is naturally very low in potassium. This is critically important because when kidney function declines, these organs struggle to efficiently remove potassium from the body. An excess of potassium can be extremely dangerous, potentially even leading to serious heart problems. This is why doctors frequently prescribe low-potassium diets for patients with renal failure, and cabbage often becomes the cornerstone of that diet. Secondly, cabbage is rich in beneficial phytochemicals, such as indoles and sulforaphane. These compounds actively support the liver, helping it neutralize toxins before they ever reach the kidneys, significantly reducing the burden placed on these vital organs. Beyond its low potassium content, cabbage offers another crucial benefit. It's rich in fiber. A healthy gut is directly linked to healthy kidneys. When the digestive system isn't functioning optimally, toxins build up. These toxins are then absorbed into the bloodstream and sent to the liver and kidneys for detoxification, significantly increasing their workload. Cabbage fiber acts like a natural broom, sweeping the intestines clean. It stimulates peristalsis, the movement of the gut, and serves as food for beneficial bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome provides yet another vital barrier against toxins. Therefore, eating cabbage supports your kidneys indirectly, but very effectively. You are essentially reducing the sheer amount of waste, or junk, they need to filter. Additionally, cabbage is packed with vitamin C and K, and folic acid. Crucially for kidney patients, it is naturally low in both phosphorus and sodium, making it an ideal vegetable for a renal diet. It's a simple, affordable, and safe way to keep your kidneys healthy and supported. We need to pay special attention not just to raw cabbage, but specifically to fermented cabbage, or sauerkraut. The fermentation process transforms this common vegetable into a true superfood. During fermentation, lactic acid bacteria don't just preserve all the vitamins, they actually produce new beneficial compounds. Sauerkraut is a potent probiotic, actively filling our intestines with friendly microflora. As we've discussed, a healthy gut significantly reduces the toxic burden placed on the kidneys. Furthermore, fermentation produces organic acids, which enhance digestion and improve mineral absorption. But there is one extremely crucial point. For optimal kidney health, you must choose sauerkraut that has been salted correctly. Classic recipes often use far too much salt, and this is strictly off-limits for us. Therefore, either look for low-sodium options in the store, or, better yet, make your own. When making it yourself, you can control the salt level, or use entirely salt-free fermentation methods. Sauerkraut, prepared this way, will truly become medicine, not just for your kidneys, but for your entire body. How can you easily and deliciously incorporate cabbage into your diet? There are tons of options. The simplest way is fresh salads. Just finely shred the cabbage, toss it with a little carrot and apple, and dress it simply with unrefined vegetable oil and a splash of lemon juice. This creates a wonderful vitamin-packed salad that's excellent for cleansing your gut. Braised or stewed cabbage is another fantastic meal, especially when you use minimal salt, but enhance the flavor with aromatic herbs like caraway or dill. Cabbage patties, cabbage rolls stuffed with lean meat or mushrooms, and light cabbage soups, made without heavy fatty broths. These are all excellent ways to diversify your diet. The key is to avoid subjecting the cabbage to overly prolonged or aggressive heat treatment, ensuring you preserve the maximum amount of nutrients. Regularly consuming this humble vegetable in various forms is a reliable and budget-friendly way to support your kidneys, reduce their workload, and provide them with essential vitamins and fiber. And finally, rounding out our list, we have the fifth, yet equally important item, the cucumber. It's often dismissed as just water, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, the cucumber is 95% water, but don't confuse this with standard tap water. This is structured, biologically active fluid that the body absorbs effortlessly, making it superb for flushing the kidneys. The high water content in cucumbers makes them a gentle, natural diuretic. This helps increase urine output, effectively flushing out excess salt, urea, and other metabolic waste products. This cleansing action is incredibly mild and safe. It doesn't create stress on the kidneys. Rather, it actively lightens their workload. Imagine helping your body's internal filtration system self-clean, simply by enjoying a fresh, crisp cucumber. What's more, unlike many other fruits and vegetables, cucumbers contain minimal amounts of potassium and phosphorus. This makes them exceptionally safe and even highly recommended for individuals managing specific kidney conditions. Beyond the water content, what exactly is inside a cucumber? It contains important micronutrients, particularly silicon. Silicon is crucial for healthy connective tissue. This includes maintaining the elasticity and strength of blood vessel walls, even the tiny capillaries found in your kidneys. Healthy blood vessels are essential for proper kidney function and effective blood supply. But perhaps the most fascinating benefit of cucumbers involves uric acid. Research shows that regularly eating cucumbers can help lower the body's uric acid levels. Excess uric acid leads to the formation of urate kidney stones and can trigger gout. Cucumber juice actually has the ability to dissolve these uric acid crystals, preventing them from turning into hardened stones. So, the cucumber works on two fronts. It mechanically flushes out the kidneys due to its high fluid content, and it chemically helps combat a specific type of kidney stone. This makes it an essential item for preventative health. Cucumbers are widely recognized for their powerful cooling effect on the body. In traditional medicine, such as Ayurveda, the kidneys are believed to be highly sensitive to excess internal heat, which often translates directly to inflammatory processes. Cucumbers help mitigate this heat, calming inflammation and reducing overall stress on these vital organs. This beneficial effect is likely linked to specific anti-inflammatory compounds they contain, such as flavonoids and tannins. That's why, during hot weather, or following intense physical activity, when the body is dehydrated and the kidneys are under strain, a few fresh cucumbers or a glass of cucumber water can bring immense relief. They not only replenish lost fluids, but also accelerate recovery by cooling the body from the inside out and relieving extra strain on the entire urinary system. So, on a summer day, that crunchy cucumber isn't just a refreshing snack. It's genuine first aid for your kidneys. How can you get the most out of cucumbers? The simple answer is, eat them fresh. You can snack on them plain, or incorporate them into salads. Cucumbers pair perfectly with other herbs like dill and parsley, which further enhances their diuretic and cleansing effects. A very popular and beneficial drink is cucumber-infused detox water. Preparing it is incredibly easy. Slice one cucumber thinly, add a few sprigs of mint and a couple of lemon slices. Pour a liter of filtered water over everything and let it infuse in the fridge for a couple of hours. The result is a refreshing, delicious, and incredibly healthy beverage that will gently flush your kidneys throughout the day. However, pickled and salted cucumbers, unfortunately, lose all their beneficial properties for the kidneys due to their high content of salt and vinegar. They essentially go from being your friend to your enemy. That's why you should focus exclusively on fresh, seasonal cucumbers. It's the easiest and most enjoyable way to maintain hydration and help your kidneys stay clean and healthy. All right, let's wrap this up. We've seen today that prioritizing your kidney health doesn't have to cost a fortune. We talked about the power of lemon, which protects against stones, parsley, which flushes out excess salt, cranberries, standing guard against infection, cabbage, helping reduce toxic load, and cucumbers, which cleanse and cool our entire system. 5 simple, affordable, and incredibly effective products that nature has given us to protect our body's most important filter. The key takeaway here is this: your health isn't waiting for you at the pharmacy. It's sitting right on the shelves of your local grocery store, or maybe even in your own backyard garden. Our body is a truly intelligent system, and our job is simply to support it by providing the right, natural tools. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. I truly hope you found it helpful. If you did, please support our channel. Hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Now, here is a question for you. Which of these 5 superfoods is your favorite, and how often does it make an appearance on your table? Or perhaps you're inspired to try one of them today. Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to reading your answers. Stay healthy and take good care of yourselves.